Hey friends, the garden has gone straight up crazy pants. These squash are just overwhelming. Look at, there's a dog in there. Get out of there. They've just taken over. And I've got squash hanging here that need to get taken down. This is the back side inside here. Look at Pumpkin. Isn't she pretty? And I got these squashers here that I need to cut because I bump my head on them every time I go into the chicken coop. How's it going, chickens? All the chickens seem to be getting along. I'll look at them in just a second. So here are the girls. We have released Heather from chicken jail. She's right there. And she appears to be doing pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's Jane. Right here is poor Claudia. I left the cage like this. She can get around it so she can kind of get away from them. So it's just kind of likes to hide behind it. So I'm going to leave it in here for a couple days. And here is Evangeline. Whoops, sorry, Evangeline. I gotta get them some fresh water. Everybody appears to be doing really well. And Cleo is inside sitting on her nest with no eggs in it because she's a crazy broody chick. And I gotta go back here because they're apparently laying their eggs back here now. This crazy squash plant, look at, it's gonna run all the way down the side of my thing here. All the way up here. It's all the way back behind there. It's just insane. This is the center cut squash. She has been well worth growing. Very prolific. Squash is not the only thing going a little bit crazy right now. This garden is so lovely. Look at these peppers. They look fantastic. Gotta come in here. Like, he's huge. I gotta come in here and get all these peppers out of here. Tomatoes are starting to die back a little bit on this side. I need to come in and clean them out, but they're all clumped up together on top. I need to come through and do a giant pruning. Hey, little bumblebee. But today is not that day because I have been in and out of the house dodging raindrops because that's what season we're in. But look at this sunflower too. I looked out my window and saw this guy peeking over. Isn't this the prettiest colored sunflower? I just love it. I need to make sure to save some seeds from that guy. The giant sunflower is still in blooming glory. It has fallen over a bit. You can kind of see more from this angle. It's starting to lean a little. And she's got some heads that are going to seed, which I'm going in and saving as many of those seeds as I can. I got lots of birds out here too that are enjoying eating them up, and I'm feeding them to the chickens. Remember the driveway side here where I planted these beans? They are all starting to come on. These are Tanya's pink potted beans. And they're not prolific by any means, but they're all got beans going on them. I got some baby beans coming still. They look good. The rest of this mess looks okay. Here are all the peas. Remember I sowed all the peas in here for fall peas because tomatoes didn't do very much. Those are coming up. I also saved some seeds from these sunflowers. Hey, that one, and especially these cherry chocolate ones. Oh, they're hard to get a picture of. They might be my new favorite. Can you see my bushes behind me? They're all square. My husband got a hedge trimmer. Yeah, he likes his toys. So now all these hedges got knocked way down, much farther than I would have taken them down probably. But because they're down, I can see back here. And this is so fun. This is that torch Mexican sunflower, they call it. See them up there? And then back behind it are red runner scarlet beans. And they, one, are full of bees, but two, they're making their way up. That's my kitchen window up there. So it's really, really cool. Look out my kitchen window when I'm doing the dishes and just See my plants. See some bees out having lunch. This is kind of starting to die this way, guys. This is what happens when coneflowers start to get old. They kind of lose, whoops, that bee thought I was lunch. They lose their color and they kind of pastel out. And I really want to let them dry. You can kind of see this one's going. I want them to dry all the way out and get really brown so that they make viable seed heads. And then I can plant those in other places. But these sunflowers are beautiful and messy. I'll come in and clean those maybe tomorrow night. This is something that I kind of can't clean out during the day because there's so many bees on it. Like, it would just be a mess. Hi guys. Like every sunflower has 2 or 3 bees on it. So I don't want to mess with them during the day too much. But I will come in here about 8 o'clock or so and I'll come in and just kind of clean this out. These Brussels sprouts got huge, guys. I don't think they're ever going to make an actual Brussels sprout. But the plants themselves are monstrous. And then over here, this is that volunteer ground cherry plant. And it has got so many ground cherries on it, but none of them are yellow yet. It just keeps making more and more green ones. It'd be fun if they all went yellow at the same time, but I don't really know what's going on. They're so pretty though. They have such pretty flowers. That is a fun volunteer this year. I really like it. There's an oops here, guys. How many of you made one of these oopses? Look at the size of this lunatic one. Oh, I got a baseball bat. Shoot, come on out, buddy. It is way longer than my arm. What am I gonna do with you? The chickens might get you. Oh, and look, here's his cousin, yellow squash. Hang on, let me get him. Oh, those are spaghetti squash. They're supposed to do that. All right. Look at, all right, that's my foot. Holy cow. All right, well, that's fun. Oh my gosh, and there's tons of usable ones in here. All right, tomorrow I have to come out and get zucchini. And you can see we're finally getting the dreaded spots. This is powdery mildew, and I get it in my squash every year. It starts out like this, just a couple little spots. Gets worse like this. It'll eventually will turn into this. And once I get it, it spreads. I can come out here and cut all these down, but for the most part, once I get it out in this patch, the rest of it's all a goner. So I don't know what you guys do with a baseball bat sized zucchini, but this guy and this guy are going to turn into shredded zucchini, and I'm going to use them for muffins, cookies, breads, things like that. I'm going to go ahead and freeze these in quart bags. I usually shred it all up and I usually freeze it in 2-cup portions. So when I'm making a recipe, I know exactly what to do with it. Okay, one more beautiful thing. These dahlias don't even look real. I swear they look like fake flowers. Do you hear those crazy birds? Like, they don't even look real. How did I grow those? From seed. Oh, they're beautiful. And they're dahlias, so they could make tubers so I could get more easily next year, or I could just grow more from seed. To be determined. Okay, so before I get any wetter, I'm gonna go ahead and head inside and do a little bit of preservation today. I will show you what I've been working on and get that zucchini started. And that's probably all I got time for today before church. Okay, here's a very real look at what my kitchen's doing right now. I have got cookbooks, zucchini, baseball bat zucchini. I've got, these are the center cut squash. You took off the back. This is a really good way to show you the difference. This way you pick them like this. You can use them like zucchini still. This way, same thing. It's starting to get harder down here on the bottom. And this is what it looks like if you let it sit on the vine too long. And it actually can be cured and used like a winter squash. So stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. It's best to pick them this way or let them go this way. and save them. So these two I'm going to have to use. I think I'm going to make dehydrated zucchini chips with those. I picked all the shishito peppers this morning. I'm going to go ahead and either make those for dinner or can them. And then I've got these zucchini down here to use too. The pressure canner's out. I just finished last night and this morning pressure canning all the corn. That's what the chickens had in their run. It was all the leftover corn husks. It's beautiful. This is something I wanted to make a lot more of this year. I did not grow corn, so I had to go get some. As always, I have a table full of random tomatoes and eggs. Back here, I'm still working on fermenting peppers for hot sauce. And then I have got some calendula and olive oil to make myself an infused oil. So this is what a real working kitchen looks like at the end of August. At least my real working kitchen. Okay, you guys let me know what kind of projects do you have going on in your kitchen right now, and how many baseball bat zucchini have you found this season? All right, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, and I will see you later.